It is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. October 14th, 2020. We're going to be doing a card of the day, a focus of intention. This is not a reading. A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition. This is just a card, a focus of intention for the next, 24 hours. Again, if you happen to see this not on October 13th, it doesn't mean that it's not for you. It just, you see it when you're supposed to see it. I just like to label my shit. That's about it. So this is going to be coming from the Shaman's Oracle deck today, Wisdom and Guidance from the Ancestors. And this deck is by John Matthews and Will Kingham. It's one of my go-tos as well. There's specific decks that I deal with readings. There's specific decks that I do with Oracle cards and card of the day. So there's different decks. So we have the card of the day, and the card of the day is called the Shaman of Courage. And let's see what the Shaman of Courage has to say. And I just opened up honestly, right up to this section of the Shaman. Because this deck is labeled by sections. Every section has, it could be an ancestor, it could be a shaman, it could be a traveler, it could be a hunter, it could be a dancer. This one is the shaman. The Shaman of Courage. It says, I am the Shaman of Courage. Whenever and wherever you need me, I'll be there to help you discover the resources that lie within you. Resources you may not know that you possess. I am there to support you in times of need, when challenges become overwhelming, when strength is required to make even an inch of progress along the way. I journey into fear, and its heart find courage to overwhelm it. The courage I impart to you will guide and protect you if ever you are in danger. The Shaman of Courage says, courage is one of the most fundamental resources of life, and without it we come to a standstill, physically and mentally. Often it takes great fortitude for us to travel towards our goal, for inevitably we will encounter hardships along the way. Yet we can all summon up from deep inside of ourselves the courage that we need, however much we may doubt it. While this is most true of those who find themselves in extreme of stress, conflict, or danger, it's also true of those who face a purely inward challenge. The Shaman of Courage knows where we can find the inner resources whenever we need it. Interpretations: fighting the courage to advance, understanding the loss of power, recovering lost strength, facing danger, maintaining calm, and transforming fear into power. Something that really is striking really loud for me right now with this Shaman of Courage is that a lot of you are afraid. A lot of you live in fear, whether it's fear of failure, fear of success, fear of joy, fear of happiness. Believe it or not, people are afraid of being successful because, they're so used to living in a negative mindset. People are afraid of being happy or living in a state of freedom or fulfillment because they're so used to the drama, the chaos, the pain, the trauma into their life. Believe it or not, a lot of us get accustomed to these negative situations and we get comfortable. And even though it may not be good for us, we know it's a negative situation. We know it's a dead-end job. We know it's a fucked up marriage. We know our parents drive us crazy. We know it's a horrible place to live. But we get comfortable because we don't like change. Because we fear, again, back into fear. We also fear the unknown. And when you get used to being in a negative state of mind, any type of change is scary. But we're meant to evolve. We're not meant to stay still. If that was the case, we'd all still be babies crawling on the floor. Change is inevitable and resistance is futile. Everything in this human life is temporary. The only two things in the human life which is true is the human birth and the human death. Everything in between, from life, birth, and death, the end, is temporary. It all changes. So Spirit is saying, move forward, look at yourself honestly, truly, and see how strong you are. You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. Give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a fucking break, and tell yourself that you love yourself, that you're proud of yourself. You may not be where you're at, where you want to be at, but you're not what you were once before. And look how far you have progressed. And have faith in that. Feed your faith, and your fears will starve to death. But your faith must start with you believing in you first. If you don't believe in yourself, nothing or nobody else will either. That's basic science. I hope this resonates. I hope I helped. I hope I put some things in perspective for you today. If it doesn't fly, then let this shit fly. I don't resonate with everyone. Everyone doesn't resonate with me, and that's okay. It's called human nature. As always, if you'd like to work with me, please follow your intuition. We're working with any spiritual advisor. Even that means you do not work with me, because your intuition will guide you to who, what, when, where, and how to work with those spiritual advisors and practitioners. Thank you for fucking with me. Thank you for your support. If you like to share this video, you can do so through text, through Twitter, through email, through Facebook, wherever it is you want to do. But any duplication of my content without my permission, or modifying my videos or my my webinars, anything of that nature without my permission, is subject to legal recourse. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademarked, copyrighted, and registered in several different classifications with the United States government. If you do mess with my stuff without my permission, you gonna hear from my lawyers. It is what it is. It's just I have to protect my content, and that's okay. So with that being said, thank you for subscribing. The more people that subscribe, the more people that will know about this. A lot of people ask me to put these videos on YouTube because I have a private Instagram community that you can't share information at. So with that being said, I love you all. Thank you for fucking with me. I'll talk to y'all later.